Stay home, save lives.
Students, after completing two chapters of organic chemistry, that is haloalkanes and haloarenes and alcohols, phenols and ethers, we are starting a new chapter of organic chemistry, that is amines. Starting with definition of amines, we will start with ammonia, that is NH3. If I replace one of the hydrogen atom of ammonia by one alkyl group, I will get RNH2. This is primary amine. If I replace two hydrogen atoms of ammonia by two alkyl, same or different alkyl groups, I will get R2NH. This is a secondary amine. And if I replace all the three hydrogen atoms of ammonia by three alkyl groups, I will get R3N. This is also an amine, a tertiary amine. So, how will we define amines? Amines are those organic compounds which are obtained by the replacement of one or more hydrogen atoms by corresponding number of alkyl groups. Classification of amines. We can classify amines into three types. First is primary amine containing NH2 functional group. Second is secondary amine containing NH functional group and the remaining two valencies of nitrogen satisfied by two alkyl groups, and a tertiary amine which have nitrogen as the functional group binded with three alkyl groups. So amines are of three types: primary amine, secondary amine and tertiary amine. Besides these three types of amines, we have one category of salt here to be discussed, that is quaternary ammonium salts. Quaternary ammonium salt. When four alkyl groups are binded with nitrogen atom, valency of nitrogen is 3. Out of that 4 alkyl group, 3 will be binded with normal covalent bond and the fourth will be binded by a coordinate bond. So if 4 alkyl groups are binded with nitrogen atom, then we will get R4N and the N will carry a positive charge here. This is quaternary ammonium ion, will exist in the form of salt, that is NaX, negative part will be also here. So R4N positive X minus. These are quaternary ammonium salts in which 4 alkyl groups are binded with nitrogen in the form of ammonium, quaternary ammonium ion. So this was a definition and introduction of amines: primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine, and a little about quaternary ammonium salts. Now, IUPAC nomenclature of all the organic compounds which are in our syllabus is also a part of our syllabus. But the IUPAC rules for naming any organic compound are same as we have discussed in our 11th class. So you have to practice the IUPAC nomenclature of various types of amines also. Now we will come to the methods of preparation of amines. We will discuss 6 methods to prepare amines. Basically, these methods we will see are to prepare primary amines, but some methods may be for preparation of any other amine also. Let's see in these methods. So, we are talking about methods of preparations. The very first method to prepare amines is by reduction of nitro compounds. Reduction of nitro compounds. We know nitro compounds are the compounds containing NO2 as the functional group. Here I am taking in the equation any particular nitro compound, say RNO2. When nitro compound is reduced, as the heading is telling us that here the reduction will take place, but we have to here stick to the reducing conditions. When nitro compounds are reduced by hydrogen, direct by hydrogen in the presence of catalyst like nickel, platinum or palladium. Then this NO2 group will be reduced into NH2 group and we will get amines. So this will be RNH2. So reduction of nitro compounds by hydrogen in the presence of catalyst, we will get amines. Here we are writing only the reduction part of the reaction. We know reduction never takes place independently. Simultaneously oxidation also takes place. But right now we are only looking at the reduction part because it is giving us amines. So the first is by reduction of nitro compounds with hydrogen. Nitro compounds can also be reduced using the two reducing agent, iron in the presence of HCl or tin in the presence. Nitro compounds can be reduced by iron with HCl and tin with HCl, and these metals in the presence of HCl can also behave as reducing agent, and when this reduction takes place, again NO2 group is reduced into NH2 group and we are getting amines. Obviously you can see here we are getting primary amines. In this method, by the reduction of nitro compounds, usually iron and HCl is preferred to be taken as the reducing agent, because during this reduction, as I told you, oxidation will also take place and this iron is oxidized into FeCl2 ferrous chloride. This ferrous chloride form gets hydrolyzed in the reaction and again forms HCl. That is why when nitro compounds are reduced using Fe plus HCl, only a little amount of HCl is required just to initiate the reaction, because afterwards during the reaction HCl is regenerated. So this is the preferable reducing agent while reduction of nitro compounds. Let's talk about second method to prepare amines, that is reduction of, first I am taking all the reduction methods, that is reduction of nitriles. What are nitriles? Nitriles, another name for nitriles is cyanides. Nitriles. When any cyanide, that is nitrile, we know the structure of cyanide is C triple bonded with nitrogen. When cyanides are catalytically hydrogenated, that means reaction with hydrogen in the presence of catalyst. When cyanides are hydrogenated catalytically, they are reduced into, see this triple bond, 2 pi bonds will break, 2 hydrogen atoms will bind with this carbon, 2 hydrogen atoms will bind with this nitrogen, and you can see what are we getting? We are getting primary amines. So when nitriles are reduced by hydrogen, that means catalytical hydrogenation is taking place, they are getting reduced into amines. Nitriles can also be reduced by some other reducing agent like lithium, aluminium hydride, or by sodium amalgam in alcohol. These can also be used as a reducing agent to reduce nitriles into primary amines. So second method to prepare amines is by reduction of nitriles. First was by reduction of nitro compounds. Coming to the third method to prepare amines is by reduction of amines. All the three methods, starting methods we have taken is reduction process. Reduction of amines. What are amines? Amines are the compounds containing CO and H2 group. Taking a particular amine, here I am not taking any specific alkyl, here it can be any alkyl. When amines are reduced by lithium, aluminium hydride. See here how the reduction takes place. Here this oxygen, which is bonded, doubly bonded with this carbon, will be replaced by 2 hydrogen atoms. Oxygen will be totally removed, and look how what will we get? CH2 and H2. That is again amine. first method to prepare amines was reduction of nitro compounds. Second method, reduction of nitriles. Third method, reduction of amines. Coming to the fourth method for the preparation of amines is ammonolysis of alkyl halides. Fourth method is ammonolysis of alkyl halides. Ammonolysis means reaction with ammonia. Ammonolysis of alkyl halides, reaction with ammonia of alkyl halide. Let's see the reaction. When any alkyl halide, for example, here in the equation I am taking ethyl chloride. Here it can be any alkyl halide. When alkyl halide is treated with ethanolic solution of ammonia, when it is treated with ethanolic solution of ammonia, just see here, this halogen atom in alkyl halide will be replaced by NH2 group of ammonia, and see what are we getting here? We are getting primary amine. And what will be the side product here? H from here, Cl from here, that I am writing here on the arrow in the form of minus HC. Why? Let's see. When this primary amine is formed, this is a primary amine. This primary amine further may react with alkyl halide. Now because I have to write the steps in continuity, every adding reactant I will go on writing on the arrows. This primary amine will react with alkyl, further react with alkyl halide, whatever alkyl halide we have taken in the beginning. See how the reaction now will take place. Again, you can see in this primary amine, nitrogen atom is still there, having a lone pair of electron. Again, one hydrogen atom from this primary amine and one halogen atom from this alkyl halide will be removed in the form of HX, and see what will happen. One alkyl group is already binded with nitrogen, one same alkyl group will again come, so two alkyl groups will bind with nitrogen atom, will become twice NH. You can see what are we getting here? Secondary amines. These secondary amines further react with alkyl halide. So again I am writing the alkyl halide on this arrow. Secondary amine further reacts with alkyl halide. Again hydrogen atom of this secondary amine, halogen atom of this alkyl halide in the form of HCl will be removed. Two alkyl groups are already attached. One alkyl group will come from this alkyl halide. What will we get? CH3, CH2, thrice N, that means tertiary amine we are getting. This tertiary amine may further react with alkyl halide. You can see here. Now this nitrogen atom do not have any free valency, but still one alkyl group can bind with it through coordinate bond, and four alkyl groups will now bind with nitrogen atom. But now this nitrogen atom will carry a positive charge in the form of quaternary ammonia ion, and which will exist in the form of quaternary ammonium salt. Let us look the reaction again. When alkyl halide is reacted with ethanolic solution of ammonia, we are getting a mixture. We are not getting only primary amine, because primary amine, some will remain in the form of primary amine, some amount will react further. Further it will react to give secondary amine, some will remain as secondary amine, some will react further to give tertiary amine till quaternary ammonium salts. So the limitation of this method to prepare amines, that is by ammonolysis of alkyl halide, is that by this method we get a mixture of primary, secondary and tertiary amines along with quaternary ammonium salts. But when alkyl halide is treated with excess of ammonia, remember, when alkyl halide is treated with excess of ammonia, then primary amine is the major product. Then these other products will be only in minor quantity. So this was the fourth method to prepare amines. Let's talk about next method, fifth method. The fifth method to prepare amine, which we are going to discuss is a name reaction, a very important name reaction, and that is that the name of this method is Hofmann-Bromamide reaction. Hofmann-Bromamide reaction. Just look what happens in this reaction and how amines are formed. We will look at the name Hofmann-Bromamide reaction. By this name, at least two reactants we can remember by this term, bromamide. Brom is for bromine, amide is for amide. So what happens in this reaction? When any amide, I am also writing equation simultaneously. Look here, I have taken fifth method to prepare amine is Hofmann-Bromamide reaction. From this name, you can at least from this term bromamide, you can remember two reactants. One is bromine, one is amide. What happens in this reaction? When any amide, here I have taken ethylene, is reacted with bromine and aqueous or ethanolic solution of NaOH. Aqueous or ethanolic solution of NaOH. Just to see what is happening in the reaction, you can see here this CO part will be eliminated from the amide and the same alkyl will bind with this NH2 group, and what are we getting? Primary amide. The amides are reacted with bromine in the presence of aqueous or ethanolic solution of NaOH. Amines we are getting, and let's see what is the side product. Side product is Na2CO3 sodium carbonate, sodium bromide also will be the side product, and water in the form of side product. So this is method to prepare primary amines. By this method we can get only primary amine. Coming to the last method to prepare amines, that is also a name reaction. Just look here, it's a Linde reaction. So listen carefully. This sixth method to prepare amines is Gabriel-Halimide reaction. Gabriel-Halimide. It's not halimide, it's halimide. Gabriel-Halimide synthesis. Let's see what happens in this Gabriel-Halimide synthesis. In this reaction, halimide, I am writing the structure of halimide. What is halimide? It's an aromatic compound. Okay, C double bond O, and both have a common NH group. This is halimide. When halimide, I am writing there the name also, is treated with, first it is treated with alcoholic solution of KOH. Then the hydrogen atom of this halimide replaced by potassium ion, and we will get potassium salt of halimide. Let's look at the equation. Halimide reacted with alcoholic solution of KOH, we are getting potassium salt of halimide. Look here, in this potassium salt of halimide, this halimide ion is anionic part of salt. Now this potassium salt of halimide is now treated with alkyl halide. Remember, in this method, whatever amine we will prepare, that is only a primary amine. That is, by Gabriel-Halimide synthesis, we can only prepare primary amine, and in that primary amine, whatever alkyl group is there, that is coming from here. Whatever alkyl halide we will take here. So this potassium salt of halimide is treated with Rx, that is alkyl halide. Now look at this reaction, what happens. The anion of this halimide will substitute this halogen from alkyl halide and see what will be there. Look at this particular step carefully. What is happening? The anionic part of halimide will replace the halogen from alkyl halide, and this alkyl group will bind with nitrogen. Side product will be KX, KCl, KBr, whatever halogen will be there. What is this compound called? This is N-alkyl halimide. N with nitrogen, alkyl group is attached. So how will we name this compound? N, capital N dash, the name of the alkyl group, N-alkyl halimide. Now when this N-alkyl halimide is hydrolyzed with aqueous solution of NaOH, when this N-alkyl halimide is hydrolyzed with aqueous solution of NaOH, look here, from here and here, both these two bonds will break, and from water, because hydrolysis is taking place, water is there. From water, hydrogen will bind with this nitrogen. Here also here, so what will we get? RNH2, that is amine, primary amine. RNH2. What about the remaining part? You can see here. What is the remaining part? After the breakage of that two bonds, this C double bond O, this C double bond O. Because hydrolysis is taking place, hydrogen atom of water is binding with nitrogen, OH atom will bind with this CO. This is the formula for phthalic acid. But because the reaction is taking place in the presence of NaOH, so this acidic group will react with this NaOH, which is a base, and finally convert into its sodium salt, that is sodium phthalate. Let's look the reaction. When halimide is treated with alcoholic solution of KOH, we are getting potassium salt of halimide. When this potassium salt of halimide is treated with alkyl halide, you can see here N-alkyl halimide is getting formed, which when hydrolyzed in aqueous NaOH, we are getting primary amine. Now the important points of this methods are, first of all, this method is only for preparing primary amines, and that also elephant. Now the important question arises here is, why aromatic amines cannot be prepared by Gabriel Halimide synthesis? Look here the reason. As I told you, whatever amine finally we are getting, the alkyl part of that amine is coming from this alkyl halide, that is RX. So if we want to prepare aromatic amine, here it should be aryl halide. But when aryl halide is taken and it is reacted with potassium salt of halimide, I told you earlier that in this step, the anion of the halimide is substituting the halogen from alkyl halide. This step is nucleophilic substitution reaction. And when here we are taking aryl halide, we know aryl halides do not undergo nucleophilic substitution reactions easily. That is why the anion of the halimide cannot replace the halogen atom from aryl halide, and we are not able to get aromatic amines here. So what will be the answer of the question? That why aromatic amines cannot be prepared by Gabriel Halimide synthesis? Because aryl halides do not undergo nucleophilic substitution reactions with the anion of potassium halimide, and therefore we cannot get aromatic amines by Gabriel Halimide synthesis. So these were 6 main methods to prepare primary amines or any amine. In my next video, I will discuss about the physical properties of amines and then coming to chemical properties of amines. In this video, you watch this video very carefully, listen to it very carefully and study it. Thank you.